What's up?
I didn't hear.
Say.
Yeah, we have the last word.
Woko.
Alright, viewers, it's gonna be very hot.
Hey.
Huh? Are you ready for the food?
Of course. I come cry to me. Hey. The whole day my train, I'm sorry. My train's it's very ready.
This is an English channel though.
Oh, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna be cooking Indian dish, right?
Yeah.
Indian dish.
Yeah.
But it looks like we haven't started, but man, you're kind of sweating.
Oh, I think so. You know, I'm in the presence of greatness right now. So, I'm a little bit nervous, maybe.
Nervous?
It's good nervous. It's good nervous. There's negative nervous and then there's positive nervous.
That's right.
This is a positive nervous.
This is a positive nervous.
I get to cook with my brother, so why not?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But what are we making on the cook menu today?
So I think we're gonna make some butter chicken.
Butter chicken.
From India. From India. You know, the way a friend of mine showed it to me. So, so if there's any issues with it, we'll have to go bring my friend and we'll have to.
What's the name of your friend?
His name is Angad.
Angad.
Yeah.
Angad, wherever you're watching us from, your friend is here to prove himself today. That indeed he can cook butter chicken.
Yes.
Alright, so we're making butter chicken.
We're making butter chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, so we've got a couple ingredients
right.
to show you.
Okay.
So I pre-marinated the chicken.
Okay.
So I've got some garlic paste, some ginger paste, some chili powder, as well as a little bit of garam masala.
Masala, okay.
Some garam masala, which is a blend of like different spices, like cardamom, cumin, and a whole bunch of other spices.
Okay.
And you know, I got some onion here because I used all my garlic and my garlic paste and my ginger paste.
Okay.
I ran out, and so we're gonna blend some.
So you're short of garlic.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just the paste. Just the paste.
Okay.
The ginger paste and the garlic paste. So it's very simple.
So you just want to top it up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need some for the actual dish.
Okay.
And so we got some cut up here, and we'll just throw it in a blender, and it'll be all good. Yeah.
All right. So are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Yo.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay, so
first and foremost, we gotta make sure we wash our hands, you know, and and then we get the cooking going.
All right.
So you know, please go ahead.
All right. So we first, right?
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. So you know, there's gonna be a couple things happening at the same time.
Okay.
But the first thing, we're gonna wash the rice and we're gonna soak it a little bit.
Okay.
And then that way we can get the other elements going.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna wash it really quick, and then I'm gonna soak it with some water, and then we'll leave it alone, and then we'll get back here.
We'll get back.
We'll get back here.
Alright, let's do that.
A lot of people don't like to clean their rice, but you know, we grew up on making sure that we clean our rice because it's very, very essential. Yeah. So some people say I'm superstitious, but I watch it 3 times. So we make sure it's very, 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 very clean. You know, other people watch it so they say it's clear, but that's a level of commitment. I think it's too much. Yeah, I think 3 times is good. Perfect. Yeah, that's the job.
That's the job.
That's the job. You know, I feel like when I watch it 3 times, I'm watching it for those who don't watch their rice.
Who don't watch their rice? That's right. That's right. That's right.
So
some people even say that when they watch the rice, the perfume will go away.
Oh, imagine. Yeah, and so we'll let it sit and soak for a bit. I'll move our soap on the side, and then we'll get going. We'll start cutting up the onions.
All right.
And tomatoes.
Okay.
Once, and you know, they always like one of the things about knives, like you always want to make sure your knife is like very sharp, because if your knife is dull, then it can be a bit dangerous for all of us. And so but I sharpened this earlier. Maybe it's not the one I actually sharpened because it's a little bit this one feels a little bit dull, so I'll switch it to this guy. And so it doesn't really matter which way I cut it because we're gonna blend it, and so I'll just cut it like this way. Perfect. So we'll put these guys in here for now. We cut our onions, and then the tomatoes. Already like half the tomatoes, so I'm going to cut them in maybe 4 more pieces, and then that way it just makes it a little bit faster for us when we cook it. Okay.
Okay.
Because if it's too big, then it just ends up being taking a little bit longer than we want. And so I actually lucked out with these tomatoes. You know, we nice vine tomatoes.
What's the name of it? Night Vine?
Oh, just vine.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
tomatoes and vine. It's like, you know, shout out to Costco.
Okay.
And got halfway to go.
Okay.
I'm sure the editing process will cut it down for us. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
No, we are not here to play. I'm really loving what I'm saying.
Oh, that's good. No, we're all done here. You know, so we got all our tomatoes cut up.
Okay.
Perfect. I just realized the knives are really dull, so I thought I sharpened them, but clearly not good enough. So we'll make sure. We'll make sure for the next one.
That's right.
We've cut it really well.
Okay.
So throw it in there, and because it's a little bit low, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil. Nobody's allergic to peanut, is there? Anybody?
No one.
Okay.
No one.
So a little bit of peanut oil. I love
That's
peanut
right.
oil.
That's right.
And then
All done?
all done. It's very pasty.
Okay.
It's perfect. Now the tricky part.
Okay.
Is getting it up.
Getting it out.
Getting it up. Here
That's
we
the
go.
tricky part.
Here we go.
No, but why did you use oil instead of water? Because I see mostly when people cook,
Yeah.
and then they are blending
Yeah.
ingredients, they use water. What?
I think for preserving it, oil is normally a little bit better at preserving
Alright.
but I think there's nothing wrong with water if you're gonna use it leftover right away.
Okay.
Oil is not bad if you're gonna use it like maybe a couple days.
Okay.
But the oil will definitely give me a little bit longer
Longer.
in the fridge once I keep it in the fridge. And so
For preservation.
for preservation. And I don't think I'm gonna use it
Okay.
anytime soon. And so it just made sense for me to do that. But I think we got most of it out.
That's right, we got it out.
That's perfect.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna cook the chicken a little bit.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna switch it here because the element's a little bit bigger on the side.
Alright.
Turn it on.
Okay.
I'm gonna use some ghee, which is just some clarified butter. It's
So you see ghee?
ghee, yeah.
Yeah, man, you cooking Indian dish.
No, it's an awesome oil. So we'll just wait for it to get a little bit warm or hot. The pan to get hot. Otherwise, it's best if it gets hot.
Okay.
Then we don't have the chicken just in there too long,
That's right.
trying to come to temperature. So we'll get it nice and sizzling, and then we'll get it going. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So far, so
well,
good.
I can really see that you're doing well. You're really doing well.
Oh, thank you.
I just love the way you catch your stuff, man.
Yeah.
But how did you go to school for this?
No.
You learned it by yourself?
Yes, mommy.
You learned it by yourself?
Yes. From my mom.
From your mom?
From my mom. You know, we're very blessed to have lots of aunts and my mom and my late grandma just teaching us how to cook. And yes, I got the perfect temperature right now. It's a little bit hot. We're gonna get a nice little sizzle when we put the chicken in. And yeah. I'm not gonna cook it too long. We'll cook it maybe partly cooked, and then we'll add it to the dish later. But right now we'll just get this guy going a little bit, and then probably I would say like a good 4 or 5 minutes. It should be good.
Remember, you were about saying something.
Yeah, we did the seasoning of the chili powder,
Okay.
a little bit of garlic paste, ginger paste, and some of the garam masala.
Okay.
And so now I had it marinating for just this morning.
This really smells so good.
So thank you. So we see the color changing a little bit.
That's right.
We're starting to get a little bit.
Yeah. But you said partially cooked.
Yes.
Why partially cooked?
Well, I'm using chicken breast, and chicken breast also has a tendency to dry out very quick. And so we want to have the flavors all come together.
That's right.
Like cook together. Because sometimes you don't want it to fully cook into something that's like almost there. I'm gonna let this go for another maybe couple minutes. Yeah. You see already we're getting some good color on it.
Ooh, this smells so good.
Thank you. So this is perfect. This is good.
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
Done that.
But we're happy with it. And so we're gonna transfer this
Okay.
we're gonna transfer this over here, then let it sit until we're ready to add it in. And so cover this guy, clean this guy. I'm gonna add a little bit of ghee in here. Yeah, just because right now we're gonna saute
Okay.
a little bit of the onions.
Okay.
And so I'll grab the onions. It's really nice because you do it all in one pan, which is wonderful. And so we'll get it in here. Get some of this going, let it sweat it out. And grab some of the bigger garlic paste. Put a couple of pieces in there. Perfect. Okay. Let's cook for a little bit too. And then it's butter chicken, so you know we can't forget some butter.
We can't forget our butter.
We can't forget. And I'll put a little bit of butter for now.
Okay.
Doesn't too much butter, just a little bit.
Okay.
It's and then so we get this going, mix it up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of the chili powder again, and then some of the garam masala as well. So we're gonna add some of the garam masala. You know, we've you know, us Africans, you know, what is measurement? You know, it's.
So you don't measure the garam masala?
We could put actual like measurements after this on the thing, but you know, we're eyeing it. You know, I'm eyeing it a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some of the chili powder.
Okay.
So just get this open. I'll get a spoon. We'll add some chili powder.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. So it's just coming together very, very nice.
That's right.
So now I'm happy with where the onions are.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw in some of the tomatoes.
The tomatoes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in, and we'll let that cook too.
Do you know butter chicken is one of the best Indian dishes?
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I think
Somebody was asking me to cook butter chicken for me.
Really?
Yeah. And then I said, no, don't worry, I have a friend who can really do it for me.
You know, I think my buddy Ingad and for teaching it to me for sure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think the heat's got me sweating a little bit, so I'm gonna
That's right,
make sure I
that's
just get some paper towel and wipe my face.
Okay.
Wash my hands. Because we just handled some chicken, it's really good to make sure you're washing your hands again, just we're not cross-contaminating.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna bring the heat down a little bit, but I think before I do that, no, I'll let it cook for a little bit. I'm gonna let it cook for a
Oh,
little bit.
you want to? Okay.
I'll let it
Okay.
cook for a little bit. Yeah, I want the
But do you
tomatoes.
have to time this?
For me, it's the way I've been showing it is that we allow the tomatoes to get a little bit more. Make sure the tomato cooks a bit, get soft.
Okay.
So when the tomato starts to get a little bit softer, we know to get ready for the next step.
Okay. Okay. Why are you about adding your
Yeah, so
your cashew?
cashew. So normally
Okay.
to get the nice creaminess and the nice earthy,
Okay.
taste of it,
All right.
add the cashews. But I like to kind of roast them a little bit. That's
Okay.
my own little like twist to it.
That's right.
I know they're already roasted, but it's
Right,
like
okay.
just to get it a little bit more roasted. We'll mix this guy up a little bit too, and then you can see on this side too, the tomatoes are getting nice and soft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I don't want this to get too dark.
Okay.
I just want to get a little bit of roast.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty happy with it.
I love the way you're using your two hands.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. With the left hand. Yes.
Yeah.
In the other saucepan.
We gotta mix it up. And this is perfect. So now we're gonna transfer this into here and just get that going a little bit. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna blend it.
And then we're gonna
blend it. But I'm gonna put a little bit of salt.
I was gonna ask you when are you going to blend it?
Yeah. We'll blend it pretty soon.
All right.
I don't know if you guys saw the kettle on, but
Yeah, the kettle was on.
yeah, one of the this is like a small. If you have a kettle nearby when you're cooking, like rice and things like that,
Yes.
rather than have a whole bunch of elements going, just boil the water.
The water.
And then right now I'm gonna transfer it over here, turn it on. We should be good.
Okay.
And then I'll bring the rice in, and then we'll cook the rice.
Okay.
Yeah. And so.
And the rice is already soaked too, right?
Yes, the rice is soaked, so we're gonna season this a little bit
Okay.
with some salt,
Okay.
and then I'll close it up, and then this is perfect. And so, okay,
Okay.
So yeah, I'm ready to blend it.
You're ready to blend it.
Oh, actually no, wait. You know,
Yes.
it's you know, we already put chili powder in it, but you know, us Africans, you know, we love our hot peppers, and
That's
so
right.
this is not, it's green chili, it's not that hot, but we'll add it a little bit just for some, you know, a little bit of a kick,
Okay.
you know, and go from there.
All right.
But it'll add a very, very nice kick to it, and so. Good.
I'm really happy to meet the master chef, you know.
Oh. And so I'm gonna set up the food processor.
Okay.
Like this. We'll bring it down a little bit. So the water is boiling because we had our kettle going, so we cut some corners.
All right.
So we're gonna get some of our rice that has been soaking.
Okay.
You know, we'll get it out. We'll get the water out, and then, you know, yeah, it's good. It's.
Let's see your soaking rice.
You see it? Yeah, it's perfect. It's not. It would have been, you know, longer would have been nicer, but this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. And so you can easily use a sieve, but you know, back home, you know, we love to use our hands. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then right in there, just, you know, use your hand as a natural sieve, and then turn on hot water, and then we're gonna throw this guy in there a little bit more, and we're almost there. So, I mean,
I want to find out why did you choose to soak the rice before, you know, because right away you can boil your rice, but then you chose to soak it.
It helps with making it a little bit fluffier.
Okay.
When you soak it.
Okay.
It's the same as, you know, sometimes cooking it in a lot of water and then straining it. But I'm trying to do a bit of an in-between, you know, right now. What I'm going to do though is so I'm going to do high heat for a little bit and then I'm going to drop it.
Okay.
But I'm going to do a bit of
adding butter
a little bit of butter.
Okay.
You know. We're good, and I'm gonna cover it now.
Okay.
For a bit. Perfect. So now I'm gonna take this off the heat for a second. So that we can get this blended.
All right then. Okay.
We're gonna blend the tomatoes.
Okay.
And into a food processor. So we'll get it going. Da-da-da. Okay. So excuse the noise. So it's pretty blended. So what we're gonna try to do is, the key to this is to ensure that we're making it smooth. So we're sieving it out as well as we can, and get a nice smoothness to it. It's okay if we have to blend again, because if it's not if we don't get as much from it. But we'll see how much we can get out of this, and then yeah. Okay. So the food processor disappointed me a little bit, and so I had to use a real blender. And so now, as you can see, the consistency is way better than it was earlier. And so we got a nice color to it too. Now I'm gonna just get all that wonderfulness out, and then we will get it sieved through. So yeah, see, it's coming through. Yeah, because we want to make it we want to get it as smooth as possible. Yeah, because I've been told that's what, you know, that's the difference between
that's the difference
between a really good butter chicken
and that's right,
that, you know, it's really nice and smooth. And so
that's right.
So we'll probably do this for another minute or so. So
it looks like almost every Indian dish that has to do with butter, you have to sieve it.
I don't know much about the other dishes. Got most of it out. It looks perfect, and all of that is gone. The red, and I get a little bit some of that goodness, you know. And all perfect. Now we're ready to transfer it to the stove.
Okay.
So yeah. So we got some nice some nice color on there. Very nice color, and then we'll add a little bit of cream to it.
A bit of cream?
Cream, yeah.
Okay.
Just to keep get a nice to continue with the creaminess.
All right.
In a bit. Got a little bit on the side, but that's okay. Right. That's okay. Cooking is not fun if you're not making a mess, right? And then it's perfect. So I actually have some chicken stock that I made.
Oh, you made a chicken stock? Okay.
So I'm gonna add a little bit of it to it, just to give it a little bit of flavor.
All right.
And so I'm gonna grab There's a little bit of fat on there, but we don't need that fat. We just want some of that lovely chicken stock that I made sometime this week, a few days ago. So now we're just gonna let it simmer a little bit, and then just get the cream to just cook out a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add the chicken in there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just wait for it to just get a small boil going on with it.
Wow! 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 Wow!
And
What?
so we're almost there. So now, you know, now so we're actually gonna. So we got a bit of the our creamy sauces, you know, there, and we're gonna now add our chicken in there.
Add our chicken, right?
Just to complete the process, and then we'll let it simmer for a few minutes once we add it in.
We add our chicken. Okay.
Chicken in, and so we're seeing it's
without the chicken, it's even smelling so good.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And so, you know, we're getting some nice bubbles in here, very nice, and then now we'll add some of the chicken into it.
The tasty Indian butter chicken.
Yes.
So have you been cooking this for quite a long time?
You know, it's like it's a nice, you know, comfort food.
Okay.
I don't. Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Once in a while. For me, my friend mostly makes it, and so.
Oh, okay.
I just have to just score an invite to the house. You know, once I get an invite to the house, that just saves me from making it, and so. But you know, it's always easier when you can make it.
That's right.
For yourself, because then you have lots of leftover for the week.
For the week.
Yeah, so we're just gonna let it simmer for a little bit and let the chicken, you know, finish cooking.
Okay.
And then I think our rice is also
also
ready.
Okay.
And so we will.
Let me look at your rice.
Yeah.
Let me look at it. Okay. That is our rice there.
That's our rice there. Yeah. Yeah, and then
our chicken.
And then our chicken.
Got our chicken. Okay.
Yeah. So. Gonna get some good pieces of chicken in there and a couple more. Wonderful. This is good. Nice spring onion from the garden. Just add a little bit of green freshness to it. That's enough. And we'll just add a little bit to it. Perfect.
Alright, viewers, finally we have our butter chicken made by our master chef.
Oh, master chef is too much.
Master Chef Daniel.
Hey, yes sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Good job. But you know we have to have our taster.
We do. We
have to have our taster. Sometimes the food may look very, very attractive, but yet,
you know, who am I to say? You know.
All right, so we're gonna try our food, okay? So I have my handsome guy here. Dominic, come in please. Come in. He's actually here. He was supposed to come to help.
You know, I meant to come down and, you know, it's looking pretty good right now.
It feels so good right now, right?
His timing is impeccable.
Yeah. All right, so have you ever tried an Indian dish? No, I'm talking about butter chicken. Have you ever tried butter chicken before?
Yeah, you know, maybe a couple times here and there. Not too familiar with it. You know,
Okay.
a couple times. It's been very good. I know Dan doesn't disappoint when he gets in the kitchen. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Now you've been living and done too much. All right, so let's grab some.
Yeah, please.
We have our hands already washed, so we'll go on with our test. Grab mine.
I'm gonna grab mine.
Yeah. So butter chicken, I think that's a coin. It's like it's really like this.
This is good.
It's good.
This is really good.
Really good.
It's super like creamy almost. You know, with the sauce. This is delicious.
So I just got a peanut soup in butter chicken.
Who's the cashews?
The cashews.
You know.
Similar consistency for sure.
It looks really like the African peanut soup. Have you ever tried Ghanaian?
Oh, I
peanut soup?
love Ghanaian peanut soup. It's delicious.
Yeah. Do you know how it's called in Ghana? Good, you got it. All right, viewers. That is our butter chicken made by our chef Daniel. Really, really tastes good. As I always say, it's not so hard to do, right?
No, no. See, this took no time at all, and we had a good time doing it, and so, you know, it was very enjoyable.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very enjoyable.
Very
You know,
enjoyable.
one thing I love about Dan is that he cooks with love. You know, he has a passion of cooking. For how long have you been cooking, man?
Oh man, you know, it's like it's been a while. It's been a while. You know, as when we were younger, you know, we were in the kitchen with our mom or grandma, and
That's
so
right.
we watch, we observe and watch, and you know, when we're finally able to do it on our own, we have the foundation for it, and so yeah, so I'm very blessed in that way. You know.
That is it. That is it. That is it. So please, go on and then watch the Cook Menu show, and then keep just practicing. Right?
Yes.
You practice a lot before you got to know it.
Exactly, exactly. You know, and
Do you want to say something to my viewers?
no, I just want to thank you for putting me on your platform, and it's much appreciated, and it was lots of fun, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, you know, to just watch it. We'll have a viewing party.
Yeah, we also appreciate you a lot for coming on the show to show us how butter chicken is done. All right.
Thank you.
Our artist,
Thanks for coming through. I mean, this was lots of fun for me too.
Very good.
Oh.
All right, so thank you so much. Until then, our next food. Bye-bye.